You spent 12 to 16 years of your life in the traditional education system. You were taught the complexities of cellular biology. You were taught how to calculate the area of a triangle. You were forced to memorize the dates of ancient historical battles. But you were never taught the mechanics of the one single tool that will dictate the quality, security, and freedom of your entire adult life: money. This is not an accident. The traditional education system was designed during the Industrial Revolution. Its primary objective was to produce obedient employees and compliant consumers, not financially independent owners. If you want to escape the rat race, you have to realize that the rules of the game were never taught to you. You have to teach yourself. Welcome to Bruce Invests, where we explore the calm, practical, and often invisible realities of money. Today, we are going to compress decades of financial literacy into one absolute masterclass. We are going to strip away the complex jargon of Wall Street and break down the unbending physical laws of wealth. If you understand these four foundational pillars, you will possess more financial intelligence than 99% of the population. Let us begin. Pillar 1. The illusion of income versus wealth. The greatest lie you were ever sold is that a high salary equals wealth. School taught you to chase a high-paying job, implying that a massive paycheck is the finish line. This is mathematically false. Income is not wealth. Income is simply the speed at which water flows from a hose. Wealth is how much water you actually capture in your bucket. There are thousands of doctors, lawyers, and engineers earning multiple six-figure salaries who are completely broke. They are living paycheck to paycheck because of a psychological trap called lifestyle creep. As their income increases, their expenses increase perfectly in parallel. They upgrade their car, they buy a larger house, and they buy luxury clothes to signal to the world that they are successful. They have a massive, high-pressure financial hose, but the bucket they are pouring it into has a massive hole at the bottom. Financial literacy is understanding that your savings rate, the gap between what you earn and what you consume, is the only metric that matters. Wealth is not the cars you drive or the watches you wear. Wealth is the invisible, unspent capital sitting in investment accounts, generating passive momentum. Wealth is what you do not see. Pillar 2. The gravity of debt. School taught you that debt is just a normal part of adult life. You take out student loans, you take out a car loan, and you put vacations on a credit card. In the physical world, consumer debt is the equivalent of financial gravity. It is a heavy, rusted iron anchor chained directly to your ankles while you're trying to climb a mountain. When you use a credit card to buy a liability, like a new television or designer shoes, you are not just buying an item. You are mathematically stealing from your future self to fund the desires of your present self. You are agreeing to pay 20 to 25% in interest penalties for the illusion of immediate gratification. This is called reverse compound interest. Instead of your money working for you while you sleep, your debt grows while you sleep. The bank is getting rich off your impatience. The unbending rule of financial literacy is this: if you cannot mathematically afford to buy a consumer item in cash twice, you cannot afford it. You must treat all consumer debt with extreme, calculated hostility. You must sever the chain, destroy the anchor, and reclaim your cash flow. Pillar 3. The mechanics of true investing. If you only do what the traditional system tells you, work hard and save your money in a bank account, you will mathematically guarantee your own poverty. You cannot save your way to true wealth. You must invest. Rich people do not trade their time for money. They trade their money for assets. What is an asset? An asset is a mechanical engine that prints money while you sleep. This could be a share in a profitable business through an index fund, a piece of cash-flowing real estate, or a digital business. What is a liability? A liability is an engine that eats your money while you sleep. The average person spends their life exchanging their limited time to buy liabilities. The financially literate person lives below their means, takes their surplus cash, and buys income-producing assets. Once you acquire enough assets, the physics of your life change. The capital generated by your assets eventually crosses the line and covers your daily living expenses. This is the exact mathematical moment you achieve financial independence. You are no longer required to trade your physical labor for survival. Your money has become your employee. Pillar 4. The invisible thieves. Inflation and taxes. The final thing school never taught you is that your money is under constant attack from two invisible forces. The first is inflation. Inflation is the silent erosion of your purchasing power. If you hide $100,000 under your mattress or leave it in a checking account earning 0% interest, it feels safe, but it is not. Because the government is constantly printing more currency, the physical value of your cash is melting like an ice cube on a hot pavement. To defeat inflation, your capital must be deployed into assets that grow faster than the rate of currency devaluation. The second thief is taxes. Taxes will be the single largest expense of your entire life. The financially uneducated complain about taxes. The financially literate understand the tax code. The tax system is essentially a map of incentives designed by the government. If you operate strictly as a W-2 employee, you will be taxed at the absolute highest rate. If you learn how to utilize tax-advantaged retirement accounts or legally structure investments and businesses, you can legally shield a massive percentage of your wealth. We have covered the 4 pillars. Let us conclude with the ultimate truth. The ultimate goal of financial literacy is not to buy a Lamborghini. It is not to buy a mansion. The ultimate goal of mastering money is to buy back your time. Time is the only truly finite resource in the universe. Money is simply the tool you use to reclaim it. Stop playing the game the school system designed for you. Learn the unbending physics of money and build your own foundation. If you found this perspective valuable, consider subscribing to Bruce Invests. We'll keep exploring the calm, rational realities of money. Thank you for your time.